BMW 480A, check blocked regeneration before buying a diesel particulate filter. Most often, soot has built up because regeneration stopped completing. First, scan the DDE for companion faults and confirm coolant temperature, exhaust pressure, and regeneration history. Code 480A means the BMW digital diesel electronics has detected a particulate filter system problem. It usually reflects excessive calculated soot, unsuccessful regeneration, or implausible exhaust back pressure, not automatic proof that the filter itself has failed. You commonly see 480A on BMW diesels using M47, M57, N47, or N57 engines, including certain 1, 3, and 5 series, plus X3 and X5 models. Exact monitoring logic varies by engine and software. You may see a yellow DPF or drivetrain warning, reduced power, poor fuel economy, frequent cooling fan operation, or regeneration attempts that never finish. Some BMWs store 480A before you notice any major driving change. If the warning is yellow, the engine runs normally, and there is no overheating or unusual smoke, gentle driving to diagnose it is usually reasonable. Do not immediately attempt a hard motorway regeneration without checking soot load. Stop driving if power drops severely, the exhaust produces heavy smoke, you smell intense burning, the engine overheats, or the BMW reports an excessive oil level. A heavily loaded DPF can generate extreme heat and damage the turbocharger. The cheapest and most common cause is repeated short trip use. The exhaust never stays hot long enough, regeneration is interrupted, and soot accumulates. Correcting the driving pattern may cost nothing, but only when scan data says regeneration is safe. Next come regeneration blockers, a thermostat keeping the engine too cool, failed glow plugs or controller, damaged pressure sensor hoses, or an exhaust temperature sensor fault. Depending on the BMW and part, repairs often run roughly $100 to $700 or $90 to $650. Less commonly, the filter is ash saturated, internally melted, or contaminated by excessive oil or fuel from another engine fault. Turbocharger, injector, or EGR related problems can accelerate loading, making this the expensive end of the diagnosis. Use a BMW capable OBD2 scanner to read every DDE fault, not just 480A. Record calculated soot and ash values, differential pressure, exhaust temperatures, coolant temperature, and regeneration history before clearing anything. Phone and handheld scanners are available at carcodesauto.com. Before inspecting under the hood, switch the engine off, remove the key, and let the exhaust and moving parts cool completely. Without disconnecting anything, inspect the DPF pressure sensor hoses for cracks, melting, kinks, loose routing, or obvious soot leakage. Next, monitor coolant temperature from a cold start through a normal drive. If it rises unusually slowly or stays below the BMW engine's specified operating range, a weak main or EGR thermostat may be preventing every requested regeneration. Check companion codes for glow plugs, the glow controller, exhaust temperature sensors, EGR operation, boost control, and the pressure sensor. BMW's DDE may refuse regeneration when one of these faults is active, even though the engine still feels normal. With the engine off, differential pressure should be near its expected zero reference. Once running, it should rise smoothly with exhaust flow. A large engine off offset suggests a sensor or hose issue. Excessive running pressure suggests a restricted filter. Limits vary by BMW engine. Attempt an on-road regeneration only if soot loading is within the BMW tool's permitted range. No temperature or pressure faults remain. The reserve fuel warning is off and the engine is warm. Use a legal steady road for 20 to 30 minutes. After the repair or successful regeneration, clear the DDE fault memory and repeat the same drive while watching pressure and soot data. If 480A returns quickly, stop repeating regenerations. Unresolved restriction or bad sensor data still needs attention. Thermostat or sensor repair commonly costs about $150 to $700 or $140 to $650 installed. Professional off-car DPF cleaning often runs $300 to $800 or $250 to $700. Replacement can exceed $1,000 or $400 and varies widely. Do not pay for a replacement DPF until coolant temperature, regeneration blockers, pressure sensor behavior, and hose condition check out. Cleaning makes sense when the filter is structurally sound. Replacement is for excessive ash, melting, cracking, or restriction that cleaning cannot remove. If pressure falls and 480A stays gone after fixing the blocker and completing regeneration, keep the filter. If pressure remains excessive with trustworthy sensor data, have the DPF professionally cleaned or replaced.